After my mom passed away on Easter Sunday in 2010, I attempted to get back in the workforce, but to my dismay, I didn't realize how bad the job situation was like and how bad the economy was. I went through 5 agencies and none of them were able to come through for me. I attempted to get back by submitting application after application for the kind of career that I thought I was suited for, but then it got to a point to where I was looking for anything I could get my hands on. I would do this. In the meantime, my kids are running in the background. They're playing, they're happy, they don't have any idea what's going on. And I'm trying so hard to put on a face for them and let them know that everything's gonna be okay, when in the inside, I'm not really sure where we're gonna go next, what we're gonna do. I felt so worthless at times as the provider of my household, and I wasn't able to come through for them.
I thought I was gonna die. I knew if I'd have kept going in the direction that I was headed, I wasn't gonna be here. To be honest, you know, it was about drugs and alcohol and things like that. So once you get wrapped up in it, it's hard to kind of pull out of it, but you want to, but it's got its grip on you. It's only 3 options with that: jail, institution, or death. I was going in a direction that was not gonna be profitable for me, my family, or the community, or anybody.
I was in prison from the time I was 17 to the time I was 43. It was a crime that at the time I really felt like I needed to do in order to survive. Because when you're young, you don't have the same perception that you do when you're older. And it cost me 26 years of my life. My disadvantage was that I had been, incarcerated my entire life. And I was getting out, and I didn't have any experience. I didn't have any skills that I could use to actually land a job.
I was about 1,000 feet in the air, walking on a thin wire, looking straight ahead. And just looking straight ahead at something at the end that I wasn't sure of what was there, but I knew once I got there, everything was gonna be fine. If I looked down though and realized how high up, I would panic, I would be scared, I would be so worried. The only thing I could do was to keep from looking down and keep walking forward on that line until I got to where I was supposed to be. It was about the month of August 2010 that I discovered Goodwill staffing. And finally, through one of the applications I had put out through the Human Health and Human Services, I got a call and they made me an offer for an administrative assistant to position with the Department of Assistive Rehabilitative Services in the Division of Blind Services. My wife was in the unemployment office. She came out and she said, "What are you smiling about?" I said, "You're not gonna believe this." And when I told her, my whole family was just so excited again.
I was shocked to find how willing he was just to try anything without any reservations and really accepting all the challenges, which he did an excellent job.
What I wanted to do was just have a clean slate somewhere where I can just kind of start over. What I did is I came back here and I just hit the ground running, and got involved in different programs for resources so I can get the help that I needed, like some assistance, because I'm a go-getter, but you need a little help sometimes. Goodwill is well known. Basically, when I went there and I actually spoke with the job specialist, I felt like that there was somebody that had my back, that was really cared about assisting me in what I was trying to do, was basically find a job.
She was the first client that I actually ever worked with that was always happy and never took her situation and let it bring her down. She was really the one that had the drive behind her, and that was inspiring to me.
And the truth is, I didn't have the technical understanding of what was required in order for me to successfully look for a job. I had the determination to work. I had the desire to look for a job, but I didn't have the technical skills. I wasn't certified in looking for a job. I didn't actually become certified in looking for a job until I got involved with Goodwill. That's when I became certified.
I think one of the things that was immediately apparent about him is when I would go out to the lobby to get him for our appointments, he would be going out of his way to sort of help all of the other clients. So if they had computer issues, he would be helping them submit their applications, he would be helping them check their voicemail messages. So Suarez was just always that sort of client. He wasn't just trying to help himself, but trying to help other people as well.
His desk is the first thing that you walk to when you open up the doors of the office. He's the first person you see. And that's, you have to be a very genial, accommodating, nice person to be in that position, you know, and he is.
It's incredible being that it's not just sitting behind a desk and just doing your everyday run-of-the-mill. This is actually getting out, being a part of your community, being part of your division.
And I listened to her because I felt like she was by my side. I felt she made me good. And I did everything she asked me to do. So when I finally got the job, she was the first person I called. I told you, I'm employed.
He called me right away, and then he came in here and he announced to everybody that he was part of the labor force, which was just really sort of uplifting to see how proud he was.
Betty's currently looking for employment, and I trust that she'll use the skills that she learned here in JobSource, and she has the confidence and the motivation to get what she needs.
The fight is about getting up every day, putting on your best shoes and hats, and doing a search. And it's tough because you have barriers if you have background. You know it's tough, but you have to be a little bit tougher than that.
Goodwill staffing gave my family the hope and the stepping stone to get back on the employment map again. A chance I don't know if I would have ever gotten anywhere else.
I just believe in myself, you know. I will get a job real soon and continue to take care of my responsibilities. And I'm thinking about going back to school.
Eventually, my goal is to have other jobs that are more consistent with what I actually want to do. But it all started with Goodwill. It all started with people there who really cared about my success, cared about my ambitions, my goals, that convinced me that I needed to take certain steps in order to get to where I need to be at.